Lagos. Hello, Nigeria. Welcome to Streetz Smart. I am Olajumoke Onikpede, and I'm on the streets of Lagos here to ask Nigerians about how they feel on 9 to 5 job or self-employment. There has been different arguments on 9 to 5 job and self-employment. I would like to know the opinions of people.
No, it's self-employed. I go for self-employed. Why? Because why? You don't need to work for someone. If you want to be if you want to be a greater person tomorrow in future, you have to create your own business. You have to try to get be an entrepreneur. You have to create something for yourself. Because if you're working for someone, you're just going to be working at pay just to be paying bills. I don't know if you get my point. At the end of all your bills, you're going to get nothing left in your account. So being self-employed is okay more than working for someone.
I prefer self-employment too because you be your boss of your own self and you can wake up at the time you like and do what you want. Like if you are employed now, you need to wake up early in the morning and start going to your workplace. Your boss doesn't care about what is wrong with you. Their own is for you to just make their job done and all that.
Oh, actually, I like self-employed. I love it because I did the company work for so far, and I know the difference between self-employed and monthly work. So I think that self-employed is okay by people that has a hand job and people that know much about individual job like that. So I think that self-employed is good.
Uh, I've tasted the two. I've tasted the two. So to me personal, I would choose self-employed because self-employed is a business that you can rely on, that you can have easily have rest of mind on, rather than being employed. Being employed, you will be eager to meet some people target, and then you will be like you don't want your boss to as in chase you out of where you're working because of one or two things. But you being self-employed, you will have so many confidence, you will have the way to relate with your customers and like, okay, this is what I do for a living. Can you come and buy? You buy, you showcase your work, you showcase so many things. From there, you can easily get connection and have a big companies of yours, which you yourself personally can employ so many people.
Well, self-employed. Because this country, as of the situation on ground like this, I don't think anybody can pay salary as of now. Nobody fit pay me like this, so I think self-employed is better. Well, there are still some pay job out there which is okay. Like some men out there, that pay job is helping with family expenses. While some women, although the business aspect is not easy because the sales these days is not as before. But to me, I prefer self-employed. So that's all I have to say.
I think I will choose both because in the country we are today, not everybody is able to have the capital to, to open a business or to be self-employed. But no, both is okay. Being working for someone and having yours they are both good. So I go for both. Partially, I would say partially because depending the kind of like those who are working in for someone depending on how they work, their time limit and everything. Because someone like me, I would say that yes, I can do so if I see the opportunity doing a part-time job and also doing a personal job. Because I most times my off time from work I can use that to put things in order to do my personal job.
Mm, I prefer I prefer self-employed. Yes. But my line of business, like I say business, my line of occupation, I don't think it will start with self-employed. I would have to enroll under someone first before I can decide to be self-employed. Because I'm going for mass com and I can't just say I want to become a mass communicator on my own. So I'd have to work under a company, under a boss before I would be self-employed. Yes.
I want to be self-employed
boss on my own. Because I don't know, if I own a job, if I'm self-employed, I can actually go to my workplace anytime. There are sometimes that when you wake up in the morning, you still feel tired, you still want to sleep. If you are self-employed, you can get up anytime because you know, yes, it is my work. You can get up anytime and go to your workplace. But if you are working for someone, oh boy, if they tell you to come by 9, you have to do everything possible to get there by 9. Even when you are tired. And sometimes you, because if you don't go that 9, they might deduct it from your salary. You thinking about your bills, the bills you have to pay, you won't want them to remove out of your salary. You have to get up until you break down totally, maybe you fall sick. That's when you stay back. So I would prefer to work on my own.
I would prefer to be self-employed because it's my job. And you know, when you are self-employed, you would, you would do the way you like anyhow. Though you will be hardworking, but if you are not self-employed, you want to wake up very early. If your work do not permit you to be late, you want to wake up very early and then get to work. So self-employment is, I think, is very good. Like now, my friend did this makeup, and if she wants to do it outside, like if she wants to do makeup for somebody outside, she will get her own money. But now, and our government too nowadays, if you don't have connection, you can't get a better job, like job that will pay you very well. So self-employment, I think, is better. And the salary they are paying now sef, most of them, just 5 days after 1 month like this, the money have finished. So I think self-employment is very good, like a day work and you will get your money that day.
Self-employment is no, like if you are self-employed, there are a lot of things you want to look at, like paying of salaries. It's not easy to pay salary actually, but at the same time, being self-employed, you have a lot of freedom. When you wake up, is on you. When where you go is on you. So I feel like self-employment is okay because I'm a very lazy type. I'm very lazy. Waking up and it's not easy. So I feel like when you are self-employed, it's okay. But at the same time, when you're working with people, like you have to consider the people paying salary, and especially when there is no sales, it's not easy. So me, self-employed is okay. It's okay.
Self-employed now. Like me now, I'm self-employed. I do my business. I don't have to like wake up very early. Oh, I'm going to work. I don't want to be late. Do you understand? Anytime I have work, I go to the shop. So self-employed is better, beg. And you make your own money. You know what you are using your money for, like where it's coming from. But if you see all this 9 to 5 job, before they will pay you now, you work finish, before they will pay you now, you feel they sweat, say, ah. So I beg, self-employed though.
Self, because that is what is paying me in this country. Yes, because you cannot go to school after having your degree and you not find a job for yourself. So this self is paying us more than our any other thing.
Self-employment. Because I can work from home and I can be boss. I won't be boss around. I can go out anytime I like.
Self-employment because I'm earning my money and I'm making gain in it also too.
It's two ways. We have the self-employed and we have the employed. These days, salary or being employed is not advisable. For someone like me, I can say you being self-employed too is not also advisable. Why? Because the kind of self-employed I am is actually into network marketing. So I'm not the only one in this business. So I make money, and it's always certain for me that definitely I will make money. So for self-employed out there and employers, so I'll just try to tell them that you working under a boss is just a wasting of time, because your boss is just busy working over your own sources there, because your boss is never even going to, because these days I realize that your boss they're just there just to use you. they use you generally, like, and they give you peanuts at the end of the month. You get even frustrated. Imagine someone working all the way at Island, and you have to wake up as early as possible, 4:30, 4, and you have to be there by 8. Imagine you not getting there, they deduct from your salary. And how much is your salary? 60,000. Okay, calculate that 60,000 in that month. In fact, I don't even know. You're not even gaining anything.
In Nigeria now, I will advise that self-employed is much more better, because when you are working under someone or you're a salary earner, your salary is being fixed. And due to the inflation of things in Nigeria now, you can't just demand for increment of your salary anytime there's increment or inflation of things in the market. But when you are self-employed, whatever you are doing, you can easily increase the price immediately due to what is going on in the country.
It depends on what works for you. For some persons, they would like owning, doing a 9 to 5 job. For some persons, that is what they are good at. But for me, I don't believe I can actually work in an office and just sit down. I'm not that kind of person. You understand? It's not as if I can't do it, but I feel, for my kind of person, I feel I'm not doing what I ought to do. If I just sit down one place and in front of a system all day, I don't think I will be able to. I will be feeling down. I might even get sick from it. You understand? So I prefer to be on the move, go out, come in. I prefer businesses that take me out. You understand? It keeps me busy, keeps my hands busy, and keeps me walking around. So that's what I prefer doing.
What would you prefer? Would you prefer a 9 to 5 job, or you prefer to be self-employed?
I prefer to be self-employed, my brother. I prefer to be self-employed. So I have time for myself, I have time for my family, see them. So if I'm working under somebody, I will not have that time. I will not have that time. So when my boss will want me to work for him, I will leave my family. So it's not good. I just like being myself. Self-employed is okay by me.